Hi everybody! Welcome to week 12 of our English 3010 online course. We are charging towards the finish line. This week you guys are going to be starting Project 4, which is your research proposal. Now you guys have worked so hard and done so amazingly in Projects 3A and 3B. I'm really looking forward to reading through, or actually watching, your presentations for Project 3B. This week, though, we're going to be shifting toward a different angle on the same research that you've been attacking this whole month, really. And I think this is going to be one of the more fun projects because here you're not as tied into just what other researchers are saying. In Project 4, you get to propose what you would like to do, and you get to make claims and say what you would like to say about your topic. So this is really where you get to flex some of your writing agency within your discourse community. It's going to be really fun. Just a little bit of an overview of this video. First, I want to take a look at the big picture of Project 4. Since it is a little bit of a shift mentally, I want to kind of fit it into where we've been and where we're going. And I want to look at our week's activities, and I want to give some announcements at the end of the video as to where we'll be going. So I'm going to switch us over to our Canvas view and we'll dive right in. Okay, so I'm going to jump right in here to Project 4 and just give you guys a quick overview to explain this project and walk you through the assignment. So Project 4, as you've heard, is a research proposal. Now, many people over the years that I've been teaching 3010 ask the question, am I supposed to just propose the study that I want to do, or do I have to actually do it? Do I have to do the study? You do not have to do the study or the research that you're proposing. You just need to demonstrate that you can pitch it in a proposal. So that's the first thing. This is a proposal. It's a pitch for doing a research study. You're going to write up this pitch in the particular genre conventions that we're going to talk about today and next week and the week after that. But you do not have to actually conduct the study. So, that takes something off your plate. Maybe that you didn't even know was there. All right, so one of the things that we're doing here in this research proposal is we're trying to keep on going with what we've been looking at all semester long with the ways of knowing, doing, and writing in your discourse community. So you've started some research that matches your discourse community's themes and topics and goals. And now we're going to be writing up a proposal to do research in your discourse community. So in this project, one of the things you're going to do is you're going to actually write down a pitch, a proposal for doing research within your discourse community. You're going to want to pay attention to all of the bits of lexis that you have learned about your discourse community, the citation practices that you've been studying about your discourse community, the ways in which your discourse community presents evidence and structures sentences. All of these things are going to help you to write an effective proposal for your discourse community. Now, one of the things that we're going to dive into, you guys remember Swales, right? From our 6 characteristics of a discourse community. Who doesn't love Swales? He is a researcher's researcher, and he has done a lot of work studying how researchers write. One of the things that he has come up with is called the CARS method for introductions. And he's come up with this by studying research writing across multiple disciplines. And he's kind of come up with some patterns, some things that every professional researcher, regardless of discipline, does in their intro to some extent. That's going to be our guide for writing introductions for our proposals. Now, also, we're going to be developing methods. So we're going to draw on your lit review and all of the knowledge that you've been gaining to create an intro that follows the CARS model. Then you're going to revise your literature review. So this is going to be hopefully an easy and kind of low-key step where you're just going to revise based on some of my comments. Maybe even you'll take some stuff out and kind of compress your lit review a little bit. Then you're going to propose a methodology. How are you going to do this study? What methods are you going to use? We're going to talk about that a little bit later. And then you're going to develop a brief discussion section. Not that you're not going to have any results to discuss, but you're going to be discussing the implications or the importance of this proposed research study. We're going to do all of these sections kind of one at a time as we go through the next couple of weeks. Your final proposal is going to be 10 to 15 pages. So as you can see, your lit review is going to change shape. You're going to kind of streamline it a little bit. And you're going to add to it these other sections, which will create a whole proposal. This whole project is going to be due, not to Blackboard, to Canvas, April 15th. So we've got a couple of weeks to be working on this. I'm going to pull us out of this assignment view. You guys can look through the grading rubric. You can feel free to read through the learning objectives. But I want to pull us out and take a look at the activities that you guys are going to work on this week. So this week, what I have down here in my notes is that week 12 is planning week. As we dive into the activities, I want you to see that this week, it might feel a little bit lighter. It's on the lighter side because we're just kind of doing some homework assignments, some brainstorming, a reader response. But this is huge. And you guys have experienced this once before when we were working on Project 3A and we had like a kind of a planning and organizing week. This is that same thing. This is week strategy. You're going to plan and organize your research proposal. You're going to watch the week 12 video, which you're already doing. Double high five. You're going to read some stuff, okay? So I want you to read this introduction to the CARS method. It looks like this, okay? It's a handout on the Purdue OWL website, and it's going to talk you through the main characteristics in any research intro, from move number 1, establishing a territory. So that's going to be either claiming importance and or making topic generalizations and or reviewing items of previous research, or establishing your territory in the discourse community and in the literature. Move number 2 is establishing a niche for yourself within that broader territory. So that's creating a counterclaim or pointing out a gap in the research, something that hasn't been talked about yet, raising a question, or continuing or furthering a research tradition that you see already in the literature. And then move 3, occupying the niche. So this is going to be outlining your purposes, announcing your present research. You're going to hint at what you think your principal findings might be since it's a proposal, and kind of indicate the structure of the proposal in a mapping statement or set of statements like you did in your lit review. So that's the CARS method. I want you to review that. You've got a couple of chapters to read here from your textbook, and then a reader response to kind of synthesize all this new information about how to go about writing a research proposal. Friday, I want you to review your sources, and I want you to do some Cornell note taking. Now, I want to look through the student sample for Cornell notes in a minute, because there's kind of a unique way we're going to go about them for this project. But this is hopefully going to be kind of an easy, quick assignment, summarizing and hitting the high points in the literature that you've already gathered. Then discussion number 5 is going to be a brainstorm for our writing showcase, which is coming up soon. We have 2 weeks till the writing showcase, and I want you guys to keep your eyes peeled to this same bat channel, because I'm going to be posting a video to go over what the showcase is, what it means for you, and to get you guys started on this brainstorming activity. Okay, so that's the activities for this week. 2 other things I want to hit on, and then we'll close out this video. So, first thing is the Cornell Notes. So you can see down here under Student Samples, there is a sample of Cornell Notes. I'm going to click on it because I just want to talk through what is unique about our Cornell Notes, okay? So these Cornell Notes, oftentimes what you see, like if you were to Google how to do Cornell Notes, you'd be directed to create like a skinny column and a fat column, an area to put the citation, and then like put your main notes in the fat column, and then like little insights or meta notes in the tiny column. We're going to do 3 columns, okay? The first column is your bullet points, your highlighted annotations of the actual information from the source. So this is like your fat section, your main notes section. The middle section is like the skinny note section, the kind of commentary on, okay, so this is what this means. This is what all of these tiny bullet points can be summed up to say what the source's main argument is, what their key evidence is, pros, cons, issues, strengths, etc. Then I want you guys to create a 3rd column in your Cornell Notes that goes over how you're going to use this in your proposal, okay? So it's kind of like hitting the high points, which you already should be familiar with from your work on the Lit Review, summing it up, which you already are familiar with because you did a lot of work with your annotated bibs already. Then this is the kind of new part. How is it going to fit in to your proposal? Does it still work? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you need to put it in conversation with some different articles. Maybe it needs to be grouped differently, or maybe you need to emphasize it in a different way. So this is the kind of new part here. You're going to have your citation. Now remember, if you have gotten notes from me about checking on the formatting of your end-text citations, this is a great time to revise those. And making sure that you're thinking about how you're going to use this source in your proposal. Okay. What else did I want to talk to you about? I'm looking at my notes. All right, so I'm going to pull this back out to our main view and then we'll close out this video. Okay, so we've got a lot going on this week. We're planning, we're organizing, you're brainstorming for what we're going to do for the showcase. Remember to keep your eyes peeled for that video from me. I'm going to post it in an announcement and it'll be in Canvas for you guys to reference. That's this week. Next week, we're going to be drafting your intros with the CARS method structure. So we'll draft, we'll do peer review. We're going to take this whole proposal section by section. So this week is planning, revising your lit review. Next week is drafting and revising your intro. The week after that is going to be devoted to your method section and your discussion section and kind of putting it all together. So we've got that whole framework. We're going to go step by step putting this proposal together. Also, this week we'll be brainstorming for the showcase, and next week on Friday, April 5th, it'll be the writing showcase. It's going to be so fun. We're going to all hang out together. There's going to be an extra credit opportunity. Check out my video for the showcase to learn more. All right, I hope you guys are enjoying the sunshine today and have a great rest of your week. Bye.